Diane Keaton, a name synonymous with wit, style, and layered performances. From Broadway beginnings to Oscar triumphs, she carved her own path in Hollywood on her own terms. Today, we explore the life of Diane Keaton, the woman behind the iconic actress. Diane Hall was born on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, California. Her mother, Dorothy Diane Keaton, was an amateur photographer and homemaker. Her father, John Newton Jack Hall, worked in real estate and engineering. She was raised in a Free Methodist household, and her mother's introspective nature and influence left a lasting mark on Diane's life. In high school, she was already drawn to performance. After graduation, she studied drama at Santa Ana College, then moved to New York to attend the neighborhood playhouse. Early on, she worked summer stock theater. In 1968, she landed a role in the original Broadway production of Hair, understudying the lead. Soon after, she joined Woody Allen's Broadway production, Play It Again, Sam, in 1969, which would mark the beginning of a defining professional and personal collaboration. Diane's film debut came in 1970 with Lovers and Other Strangers. Her first major cinematic breakthrough came in 1972, when Francis Ford Coppola cast her as Kay Adams, Michael Corleone's wife, in The Godfather. She reprised that role in The Godfather Part 2 in 1974. Parallel to that, she and Woody Allen began a fruitful creative partnership. Her roles in Allen's play, It Again, Sam, Sleeper, and Love and Death established her as a comic presence with a distinctive voice, but 1977 was a watershed year. She starred in Annie Hall, a film that became a cultural touchstone. For this performance, she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. That same year, she also appeared in the darker dramatic film Looking for Mr. Goodbar, showing her range beyond comedy. Following Annie Hall, Keaton continued to move between comedy and drama. She received Oscar nominations for Reds, Marvin's Room, and Something's Gotta Give in the 1980s and 1990s. She starred in films like Father of the Bride and The First Wives Club, solidifying her status as a commercially bankable star. But Keaton didn't limit herself to acting. She also branched into directing and producing. Her directorial debut was the documentary Heaven in 1987. She directed Unstrung Heroes and later Hanging Up, in which she also starred in Hanging Up. Diane played one of three sisters navigating family tensions and caring for their ailing father. The film, written by Delia and Nora Ephron, received mixed reviews but showcased her ambition behind the camera. She also maintained a presence in television, appearing in projects like The Young Pope. In her later years, she appeared in Summer Camp, a comedic film that would be among her final screen roles. Keaton never married, though she had high-profile relationships, including with Woody Allen and Warren Beatty. In interviews, she often spoke about her deep bond with her mother, saying Dorothy was one of the structuring presences in her life. Later in life, she adopted two children, a daughter, Dexter, and a son, Duke. Keaton also wrote memoirs. Her 2011 memoir, Then Again, weaves reflections on her mother-daughter relationship, her career, and identity. In Then Again, she explores memory, loss, and the complex emotional terrain of family. One of Diane's hallmarks was her personal style, the Oxford shirts, ties, vests, the layering of masculine and feminine pieces. That style became inseparable from her on-screen persona, especially in Annie Hall. Her acting style was praised for blending vulnerability and humor, for letting her characters be flawed, quirky, and deeply human. Over the decades, Keaton received numerous honors, including the AFI Life Achievement Award in 2017. In October 2025, Diane Keaton passed away at age 79. Her health had declined rather suddenly in the months preceding her death. She left behind a body of work that spans comedy, drama, stage, film, and direction, always evolving, always surprising. Diane Keaton's journey was never linear. She defied the norms of Hollywood stardom by remaining herself imperfect, curious, and daring. Her performances invited us to laugh, to feel, and often to see aspects of ourselves. Her legacy lives on in every young actor who challenges convention, in every female filmmaker forging her path in the style that bridges gender, in the humor that contains depth. In every telling, Diane Keaton remains not just a movie star, but a creative force, a woman who turned vulnerability into strength and costuming into character. That, Hollywood hush viewers, is the life of Diane Keaton, a name you'll always remember.